film producer, film, actor. I want him to tell us that his title is Fanyaga Nini. His name is King Megan. Asante sana for come show.
Asante sana kuingia huku leo. Tutabarikiwa. My name is King Megan. I'm the CEO, founder at Timiza Awards. Also, I'm a producer at KM Films, KM Records. Now, I'm born again. I love Jesus as my personal savior. I fellowship at JCC in Jiru. Yeah, and I'm married to one wife. Yes. Congratulations.
Yes. Married to one wife.
Yes. Now, and it's a woman, not a man. You know, mambo zingine hapo.
True. Now, speaking about music and production, do tell us about ulianzaje journey yako ya, music and producing?
Yeah, first, in my high school, I started knowing I can rap. I started as a rapper. And then when I was in high school, you see, our school was more about, people used to sing this kind of song, Baba, minajua wewe, unanipenda. I introduced kind of music. It was rap music. And funny enough, people started joining, people started loving it. And that's when I discovered I can sing. After that, after high school, you see, when you grow in the slums, I was brought up in the slums of Mathare. It was not easy because your parents cannot support your talent. They are paying school fees, and it's struggling to sustain life.
True.
Yeah, so what happened is after high school, Mjengo direct.
So ulikuwa unasomea naye ama ulikuwa?
Nilikuwa Mathare slums, mimi mtu wa ghetto. So from there when we nilijua manze naweza imba, ngia Mjengo kidogo. By the grace of God, nikafanya the first song with Jackie B. Jackie B was a big artist and a big producer. Kina Say Zayd, Get the hit songs from Jackie B. We did a collab with him, with another mother called Imani Odera. And that song ilikujika hit 2014. It was a big song. In 2014, inaitwa Igwe. After ili hit, that's the song ilitoa ghetto. Because I remember one time I'm in a hotel, ngome nachezwa, I'm in everywhere, place, kila mali, baka msepane shinea na nifukuza mbia, bana unajifanya. So that song won the first award 2014. And then after that, I got an opportunity to go to study media production at Talanta Institute for free, imagine, through one song. And that's one song in Ghetto. And so through that one song, then I discovered I can sing, and I had passion for camera and all that because I struggled enough to do the video. You see, as an artist, kurekod ngoma si rahisi. Kufanya, because now you have to utafute do ya kodishi, ya kulipa keja. But thank God through that one song ili change life yangu, ikanitoa ghetto, ikanipeleka kole, because you see umemaliza shule kama parents wako tayari, Form 4 is enough. Unaona bana wewe sasa hustle. But I thank God through that one song I knew how to now do camera work. I started my own production. KM Films, KM Records is a production that I started. And I thank God the journey has been great. That's why unakuja usikia from artist to the producer. So from artist, I also sing. I have another song we've done with Mr. Seed. He's one of a big artist. I have several songs nimefanya na new artists. So through one song, I got to know more about production. Then later on, I figured out we need to support talent. I remember I used to support music for free, more artists. I give them free audio, free videos, and then I realized we need to do an award where we get the corporate world coming to support the artist more than I can support it by myself. So I started an award, Timiza Talanta Award. We did in Nairobi Cinema, it was full. Back inje, we had Karenyamo, we had Dekodida, Deuce Derrick, and one of you guys won, by the way, from this station, the DJ of the year. DJ Sean. And we had a lot of another one we did in Kenya Cinema. It was gainful. We had different people, and then now we said Nairobi tumejaza kujaza. Kila event tumefanya. I remember Kenya Cinema kukuwa na space. Watu walikuwa wanakaa kwa stairs. Because some people are going home because there was no stairs. If you check on my page or on Timiza, you can check the picture and the video. Thousands of people coming. So we said, let's do region to region. We started with Kisumu in April, and we did Kisumu was full.
Yeah.
And now we are doing Thika Stadium in Central, where we are expecting more than 4,000 youths. And so with that, we know we can now get the corporate coming on board, other people seeing the talent, awarding them presenter of the year, DJ of the year, dance of the year, video producer, even director of the year, CEO of director, TV station of the year. And that is what we do. I support talent because I know how yani unakuwa kwa struggle. You're struggling even to record, but now if we get more people coming on board and saying, manze, wacha tuwadom say, we can support easy, and also giving them a platform. Right. Just the same like the other day I saw BT Awards, where we recognize them, the art they are putting. Even you waking up in the morning and you're still looking good until now. Right. It's a hard work that needs to be appreciated and celebrated. Right.
Now before we come to the Timiza Talanta Awards,
yes, sir.
You are a music artist.
Yes.
Because gospel genre.
Yeah.
Now, nini ina happen, you know, to the gospel industry? Unapata sahi gospel industry ya kitambo, si kama ya sahi. What's really happening to the gospel artist maybe?
Yeah, like I can say, there are things that are happening. One of them is that, you see, once you serve two masters, like I say, money, and you don't see God first. You see, you have to first serve God with all your heart, with everything. So there is one we call money and the corporate world. Now when they start compromising gospel, then they lose the value of gospel. You see, if I start doing collabos with the secular artist, which is not bad, but when we now focus on more than getting our own brand but not pushing the brand of Jesus, then we lose it. Because you see now it's two kingdom. Hawezi kuwa 50% godly and 5% Satan. Ukiwa 5% hakuna mtu ako katika kingdom ya God. So the moment tulianza kucompromise, and then that's where we lose it. And then again kukakuwa na competition of teams, sijui nani, team Willy Paul, team Bahati. Right. So at the end of the day, people are competing, not supporting. Right now, even the secular people are supporting each other more than even the gospel. So you start seeing, hey, King Migan akona voice power, oh, King Migan anaweza imba poa. So you start unataka askaliwe chini, asifike juu. Juu akifika juu atakuosha. Na si ati about kuoshana. Everybody has been given different talent, different gift, and that is what happened. Because now people are fighting for brands and names. And now the bigger name is Jesus Christ. That is what God has given us a gift, to use it to manifest our gift, to spread the gospel of Christ. Right. Now, let's come to Timiza Talanta Awards. You know, it's not about awarding. It's about discovery, mentoring. And so take us through the process of, you know, identifying maybe the station, EBN TV as one of the station of the year. Yeah. Take us through the process of how do you identify, how do you get nominated, to the process you're getting awarded. Yeah, basically, we do this, we create a link. Yeah. Like 2 days ago, the link is still there, where we post it on our social media handles and also on our pages. And then we allow people to submit their art. If you're an artist, you send your link. If you're a presenter, you send your link. Whatever you've been doing. And then we sit down and look at the artwork of what you've been doing, so that we don't just nominate anyone. We look at what you've been doing, consistency, and kind of content and kind of music if you're an artist. And then from there, we now shortlist people who are going to be nominated for Timiza Awards 2027. For Timiza Awards, how did you come up with the idea? Of course, you know, si kila mtu mwenye anaweza fikiria come up na, you know, an awarding, you know, organization. So how did you come up, you being the founder and CEO of the Timiza Talanta Awards, how did you come about with it, from, you know, from music and producing to Timiza Talanta Awards? Yeah, basically, like I said, I've struggled with music. Nimekuwa msee wa kupush ngoma, and it has not been easy, because you realize there are people who are doing great things and they are not recognized. like you're doing great things, bro. People need to celebrate this because at the end of the day, I realize people are doing great things. They're not being celebrated or honored. You see, like right now, people die and then you give them flowers when they are dead. Hey, man say, oh, mzee alikuwa mnoma. Hey, King Megan, man say, why don't we give them flowers right now before they die? Why don't we celebrate them, elevate them? So we discover, we develop and mentor talent, and also celebrate people who are doing great things. They may not be in music, they may not be in dancing and other kind of art, but actually they're doing many things. Humanitarian of the year, they're supporting kids out there. Talent promoters, they're supporting talent out there. So I discovered we need to give them flowers right now. And also giving an opportunity for us to connect with the corporate world, with other people who can see this talent and say, King Megan, I will sponsor this song. Like I said, we have the previous one in Nairobi Cinema, we had thousands of people. Kenya Cinema, we had thousands of people. In Kisumu, we had thousands of people. Now, what happens if we have more company, government, and everybody saying, now we are going to support this presenter or this artist, and that the platform itself, kuonekana tu umepiga show, you won award, it's a profile building. So that's where I started Timiza. Its word is Timiza, talanta. It's self-explanatory. Timiza, fulfilling the talent. Tunatimiza talanta.
Right.
Yes.
Now, tukirudi kidogo kwa the music part of it, kuna artist, upcoming artist, vijana sana sana unapata boy ameandika song, anataka hit, anataka produce the audio na the video at the same time, but mostly hata kwa artists wenye wako huko juu already, wanaanga wengine wanatoa kwanza audio then they produce the video later. So what advice would you give that young person who wants to the success ikuje haraka?
One thing I can tell you is that nobody alizaliwa kana jua kila kitu. Second thing, hakuna mtu mwenye kutoka tu juu akienda, yani atoka chini tu once pa. So one, there is process. Trust the process. You started with audio. I remember when I was recording my first song, I told you nilikuwa nimeenda mjengo, and time nilienda mjengo, I used to do what, nilikuwa na changa, nalipwa so tatu na save dongapi, na save so mbili, saa zingine so mpaka ikafika mahali nikafikisha do ya kuingia kwa audio. So you see, the process is, if nobody is going to help you, start doing something. And so for that artist that anasema one day I will be like so and so, there must be a starting point ya kila kitu. You have to start somewhere, because nothing happens until you make it happen.
Right.
Yes.
Now, you're a person who wears many hats, CEO, producer, artist. So how do you balance between all these three?
First of all, I said I started as an artist. I'm still an artist. I've produced several songs. And so my passion for music started when I was young, still a teenager. And production came when I realized I saw that there are many artists wenye hawana uwezo wa kurecord song. So nika start my own production so that I can support them. And also easy for me. I have a production, I can record anytime, do video anytime and support. So I balance them because they are both in me. You see, when you do something because other people are doing, you'll be fed up easily. But when you do it because it's something that is in you, it's passion. You wake up in the morning, this is like I was here by 6:30 a.m. That's the passion. I'm doing something. If today and then again I have a meeting with guys from Thika Stadium. From here I have like 3 more meetings. It's passion. You wake up in the morning knowing that I have passion for certain thing. If it's music, I still balance it because I love music, and that's why I'm into music entertainment field.
Speaking about the meeting in Thika, you're actually having a show in Thika.
Yes.
Do tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Guys, we are having Central Timiza Awards happening in Thika Stadium. We are expecting 4,000 people, more than 4,000. And today, I think by 4 p.m. we'll be unveiling the official nominees for Central Timiza Talent Awards. Today, by the way, it was a coincidence. You hosted me the same day we are unveiling the nominees. And I want to say, you can like the page if you submitted, or you still want to join, you can still submit before 4 p.m. Submit that artwork, or whatever you're doing, if it's music, dance, whatever you're doing, check on our page, Timiza Talent Awards. There's a link there. Share your details. And then by 4:30, we'll be unveiling official nominees where will be voted for with people, your fans. And then we have the gala event happening on August. Now there we do the music, the entertainment, and awarding.
Now you spoke about voting. Is this voting, you know, does it incur cost? And if it is, how much?
Yeah, it's 10 shillings per vote.
Yeah.
So basically, after we have shortlisted the people who are going to be nominated, we give them a code. Every nominee has a special code where they can be voted for. Yeah. So also a poster, a free poster, where you can share on your social media handles. Right. And then from there, we can vote for you. People can vote for you, your fans, your friends. Yeah, at a vote at 10 shillings per vote. Now,
even as you wind up, do tell us about the challenges that you face, you know, in juggling these two careers, these three careers.
Basically, when I was starting, it's more about finances. Anything that deals with anything that you do, even communication needs finance. You want to call someone, you come meeting people, you need finances. Setting up a production needs finances. So most of it was more of funds, the sponsors, the partners. Like right now, if you're out there, you want to partner with us, you want to be a partner for Timiza Talanta Awards Central 2025 at Thika, you can get my number 0708 145 170 0708 145 170. Make sure you inbox, call, or text. You want to be a partner, come, we can do something. You see, most people don't understand that when we are doing this event, they cost a lot of money. The trophies, the venue itself, you realize the venue might cost us more than 200,000. The sound, we're talking about a budget close to millions or thousands. Right. And you need more partners to make sure that the event becomes more successful. And it's really, people want to see you make it, but not easy to support you make it on top. Bro, unaenda mbali. Hey, manzo unakuanga presenter mnoma. Wait until you start becoming, they start working, wanajitoa. Sasa unabaki gijo, una struggle, wanongoji ushuke huko chini. But they don't understand, if they support you there, pia unaweza lift mse mwingine pale chini afike juu. So like right now you are doing your show. There are people who hate you for nothing. You have never, for me, if you hate me, it's your problem. But I know that whatever God has planned in my life, I have to fulfill it. So most things is finances. We need people to start knowing that this platform is not just for King Megan. It's a platform that is going to help an artist out there. It's going to support somebody. When somebody comes to do the stage setup, they get paid. The producers, the photographers, and even the people I'm working with, they get paid. So there's somebody who's going home with something. And so it's not just for me, it's not my brand. It's going to build people's life and changing families and building a job opportunity. We are going to come up with Timiza Creative Talent Center, where we'll just have a production and a space where our talent can be manifested without, and we can just support them to record free. And this center will also help people to rehab. Young people are out there depressed. People don't have jobs. People don't have where they can, somebody they can talk to. So I'm going to create a center. I'm going to launch it soon. Timiza Talanta Creative Center, where we will have young people just doing music, dancing, and doing all that. And we also have a production, the guitars, they learn about the instrument and all that. And now we do rehab. We teach them about Christ, lead them to Christ. You see, it's just come today and tell me, Jesus did, and you don't do anything. How will I receive your Jesus if you don't show?
Right.
Our life preaches more than what we preach on the pulpit.
Yeah.
Your life, if today I tell your neighbor you're born again, will they accept and say, enyewe jamaa amesevika? There are people you don't need even to say they are born again. Their lifestyle, how they talk, how they treat you, how they say about you, that is the gospel we are talking about. And being a gospel doesn't mean you have to be a pastor to preach the gospel of Christ.
Right.
Your lifestyle, how you treat people around you, how you share your life with them, people will want to know, how have you made it this far? It is God. And who is that God? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, it's actually that 7 minutes past the top of the hour. King Megan, many thanks for, of course, making time to be with us here on the program. Na ndio watu unajua tumesema wewe ni msanii. So tunataka watu wasikie nini yako even as we wind up. Watu wanaweza kupata kama King Megan on social media platforms, no? Yeah. My name is Martin Mashare. Many thanks for, of course, making time to be with us here this particular morning. That has been the Drift Shoot. Is exactly 37 minutes past the top of the hour. That's not to wrap up our bulletin, or rather our program, but King Megan with his new song inaitwa Do the Dance. King Megan featuring, of course, Mr. Seed. My name is Martin Masharia. See you later on in the day as we continue keeping you up to speed, those happening from across our 47 counties and, of course, across the borders as far as news is concerned. But until then, let's meet again in God. Mr. Seed again. Yeah.